So yeah, this is not a great scenario for the Indiana Fever to be in. That yeah, Dantis is not going to be playing after tomorrow. Like, Dantis is gone for what, 5 games? Dantis is genuinely gone for what, 4 or 5 games, and it's not a good spell either. So the Indiana Fever are in a rough position. They need to win 2 of 3 games, and that's to just be at 500. For them to be above 500 going into July, they have to win 3 games in a row. They have to win 3 games in a row to be above 500 coming into July, which is not anything. Which is not what anyone wants to see. Which is not what the Indiana Fever want to see. Which is not what the like Caitlin Clark fans want to see. It's not what fans in general want to see. Is the Indiana Fever team struggling to be 500? Because right now, that's what it's looking like it's going to be. It's looking like it's going to be a struggle for 500 on the year. Which, again, look, isn't the end of the world. If the Indiana Fever end up at 500, then it is what it is. If they end up at 500, it's fine. It's fine. But at the end of the day, it's not what we expected. They have to go beat the Storm. And like, Dantis wasn't even seen as like worth keeping, it seemed. Like, Dantis wasn't even seen or she wasn't even seen as worth playing yesterday. So if that's against Aja, how is she meant to deal with Nneka, who, newsflash, has been better than Aja Wilson this year? Nneka's been better than Aja. If she's not good enough to come on to play against Aja Wilson, then how is she going to be good enough to play against Nneka Wumuke? Am I wrong? Am I wrong with that? Which means Bree Turner's going to have to play. And then the Fever. By the way, I don't think teams are able to sign hardship players based on players leaving for international duty. I don't think a player just leaving short term, because you have to suspend their contract. You have to suspend their contract. And if you suspend their contract, you still have to pay them. Like, I don't think you're not eligible for a hardship as far as I'm aware. So, like, with them not being eligible for a hardship, I don't know if they can bring in. I think they might be able to bring in a hardship player for Bonner being gone. I don't know. They might have to re-sign somebody for good, and it might mean they might re-sign a big, or they just run with Bree Turner, or they might cut Michaela Timpson for all we know. Like, this whole situation is not good. Because, like, or DeWanna, like, again, a lot of this is solved if DeWanna Bonner just comes back. A lot of this is solved if DeWanna Bonner comes back to the team. But, like, most people, if you're hearing people talk, are, like, very much on the side if they believe DeWanna Bonner's not coming back. Like, DeWanna Bonner's picture is not even, like, if you guys haven't seen, there's, like, banners and everything. DeWanna Bonner's picture is not even there. Like, it's not even there. So, that's not good. That's not good for anyone. But, yeah, like, the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever are now in a situation where they have no Dantis they have no Dantis, if I'm not mistaken, till after the Sparks game, till the Valkyries game here. I think she's gone. She's gone for 5 games. Maybe they have her for the Sparks game, but they don't have her against the Lynx. They don't have her against the Wings. They don't have her against the Sparks. And then they play a whole bunch of away games. Like, if the Fever go into this Atlanta Dream game under 500, it'll be a disaster. Like, the Fever might go into the All-Star break around 500. Like, they played the Liberty, the Sun, and the Liberty again, like, right after the All-Star break. They played the Liberty both sides of the All-Star break. Like, and again, look, I thought there was no way of the Fever losing the Valkyries game. I knew the Fever had a chance to lose to the Aces, but I'm like, both of these teams suck. Surely the Fever can win. But, like, it just doesn't seem like that's the case. And with Damiris Dantas going after the next game, it's just not a good sign. It's not a good sign, and things are not going well for the Fever just all around. All around. Like it's just been a disaster. And by the way, like I don't even mind with Dantis. Like I think Dantis has been. I think there has been good and bad things for Damiris Dantas this year. I think Dantas should have played yesterday. I think they might have won the game had they played Dantas. I'm not joking. Like that is like basketball games are won in runs. They're won in moments. And I think if Damiris Dantas is on the floor, like they might have won that game. Even though I don't think Dantas ain't spectacular, but I do think that playing Damiris Dantas, like, could have helped. Could have helped. But at the end of the day, it's just stuff piling on. And it doesn't help that Bree Turner exists. Like, why? Bree Turner was like their last signing. She was their last signing. Who made that decision? And by the way, Bree Turner was in the gym the entire time. Bree Turner cannot shoot from more than 2 feet away from the basket. Bree Turner cannot score a layup. Bree Turner is not even a good defender at this point in time. Like, I just don't know why this was what ended up happening. I don't know how the Fever got into a situation where your choices are play Bree Turner or don't, or play a nobody. Like we're left with Bree Turner's choice, but I've talked enough about Bree Turner earlier on today in a video that's going out a little bit later today. And then who's potentially coming in to replace Damiris Dantas. But at the end of the day, the Fever have the worst bench in the WNBA. Look, Sophie Cunningham is what she is. She's fine. She's a good bench player. She's an average starter. Like Sophie Cunningham, if Sophie Cunningham is the 5th best player on the floor on any given day, she can be fine. She is a fine 5th option. But like if she's there leading the bench unit, I just don't know. And I just don't know what's happening. One positive thing is that they haven't mortgaged their future. They still have their firsts. They are a good young team. They're still a free agent destination. They still have a lot of their assets. They still have a lot of assets. They're probably going to lose Timpson in the expansion draft. I wonder who they're going to... I would assume they're going to keep Kelsey, protect Kelsey, Lexi, they protect the 4 and Sophie. And then maybe they protect Timpson in the expansion. But they lose Timpson in the expansion, it's not the end of the world. But, yeah, like... just all around not being a good season for the Fever. And to lose Dantas in a key stretch of games is big. But I was about to say it's big, but she didn't even play her yesterday. So I don't know. I just don't know what's happening. Anyway, I'll see you guys.